All right, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Saturday night award ceremony for the DVC Thing 2020. My name is Blake Longfellow, and I am the co-director of forensics here at Diablo Valley College. Thank you so much for joining us today. On behalf of me and my fellow coaches, we just want to say thank you for joining us and supporting this tournament, making this possible on this pre-Thanksgiving weekend. You'll meet some of our coaches like Robert and Paul later in the awards ceremony, but I want to extend a thank you for the ones that aren't here, such as Sasanka Sravi, who is responsible for all of the impromptu topics that you enjoyed today, or if you competed yesterday in IPDA, he prepared those. And also to Andrew Morgan, who is one of our coaches who prepared all of your extemp topics today and ran extemp prep. So big thanks to them. But you will meet the rest of our coaching staff later in the awards ceremony. For now, I want to get us started with our first guest speaker tonight. So to welcome you all to the awards ceremony and to kick us off with a welcome message and high energy, please welcome five-time Olympic gold medalist, Missy Franklin.
Hello, everyone. Missy Franklin here, five-time Olympic gold medalist in swimming. I want to welcome you all to the DVC Thing. I think that's the actual name of it, which I'm obsessed with. I love that. But to the DVC speech and debate team, I just want to say, I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. I'm so excited for you all. I know that each and every one of you understands the importance of preparation and hard work when you're leading up to a competition. We do everything that we can to prepare so that in that moment when we're getting ready to compete, we're confident, we believe in ourselves, and we know that we're ready to do our absolute best. It is so wonderful to see all of you working so hard, for putting in so much of that preparation and effort every single day, for fighting for those goals and dreams. You guys are amazing. Keep up the amazing work. You guys inspire me, and have a wonderful event this evening.
All right, now to continue our awards ceremony, I'd like to welcome one of our other coaches here, co-director of forensics, Robert Hawkins.
Hello, folks. As Blake said, I am the co-director of forensics here at Diablo Valley College, and I just wanted to say welcome and thank you for attending our tournament this semester. Before I get into some quick information about our tournament, I want to give a special thank you and a shout out to our tournament director, Mr. Blake Longfellow. Without his effort, this tournament would not have happened, literally. He is the point person for it and has really taken this on as his project. And I really want to say thank you to him for keeping it going, especially in this virtual environment. So thank you, Blake, for all the work that you've done. So really quickly, when we brought this tournament back in 2019, it was mainly because we wanted to host and give back to a community that has given so much to us. And when I say community, I mean Northern California forensics. The thing about Northern California forensics is that while we care about competition, we care about this activity which we love, we also care a lot about each other. Family and friendship is always something that I've always admired about our community, and it's something that I've always wanted to maintain. Unfortunately, this year we lost a very important part of our community. His name is Dan Leahy, and he was someone who we think best represents what our community is about. To speak on that, we have Jared Anderson, who is a very close friend of Dan from CSU Sacramento. So we're going to transition to him to have a few words and to say a little bit about who this very important person was, who was responsible for a lot of what we're doing here at DVC in terms of our tournament. So here's Jared Anderson.
Thank you, Robert. And I can't think of a better way to segue into talking about Dan than the idea of giving back to the community. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jared Anderson. I am the coach at Sacramento State University. Prior to coaching here, I coached a team that is no longer active, but Los Rios Community College, also here in Sacramento. I met Dan Leahy back in 2007, and it was not in a coaching or forensics capacity where I met Dan. I was a volunteer on the Obama campaign. It was his primary campaign, and I met Dan through that work. He was also a volunteer there, did a lot of work on that campaign. And I got to spend a lot of time. We knocked on doors together. We made phone calls together. We did a lot of, anybody who's ever worked on a campaign knows the kind of long, grueling work that goes into that. But Dan was an expert at it. He worked really hard at it. So I met him through the Obama campaign. At the same time, I found out that Dan was also running for office himself. He was the Democratic nominee for state assembly in his district, and was running his own campaign while volunteering for the Obama campaign. Through our conversations, through working there, that was right around the time I was starting off my coaching career at Los Rios Community College. And Dan, like many community college students, was on a non-traditional educational track and was thinking about getting back into college, and was signed up to go to Sacramento City College, which was the home of the Los Rios debate team, speech and debate team. And he decided to sign up. He thought, debate sounded interesting, sounded like fun, and he wanted to give it a try. So we got him signed up, and that was actually my first recruit as a coach to come join my speech and debate team at Sacramento City College. And Dan was fairly immediately successful. He took to it very, very quickly. He enjoyed learning. He enjoyed the research. He enjoyed a lot of the sort of like ins and outs of policy discussion. Dan was a policy debater. He was also a parley debater. And he won several medals at the California State Championships. I think he was a gold medalist in parliamentary debate. He was a successful debater. He won more than his fair share of debates. He had a very strong argument on the policy topic that first year, talking about tactical nuclear weapons and removing them from Turkey. And he got really into the details. And he particularly enjoyed that as a fan of John F. Kennedy, who initially got some of our nuclear weapons out of Turkey as part of the whole Cuban Missile Crisis. But when Dan moved on from Sacramento City College, like I said, he took a non-traditional sort of path to his collegiate work. He ended up in the Bay Area, where he competed and participated with the DVC team for some time. But Dan was really inspired by forensics. He really enjoyed speech and debate, and like most of us on here who are coaches, so the folks who are here with us on the Zoom, Robert and Paul and Blake, and I'm sure many of the other coaches who are watching, forensics, speech and debate changed our lives. And it changed Dan's life as well. He really embraced it. He was a phenomenal teammate. He was a phenomenal student to have on the team. I enjoyed having him there. And one of the things about Dan that I think is important to remember, and I think, one of the reasons why I'm talking about Dan tonight, and why I want to make sure that those of you who didn't have the opportunity to meet him and work with him, at least take some time to think about a member of our community that we lost this year because of his strong belief in giving back to this community that we love. That Robert was talking about when he introduced me. He believed very, very strongly in that. That was what drove Dan to run for office the numerous times that he ran for whatever office he was running for, whether it was California State Assembly or his local school board or whatever it was. He didn't have strong political ambitions for himself. It was his goal to give back to his community, to serve his community, to help his community. And one of the ways he did that so tremendously, and I can't speak to the specifics, the ins and outs of this, because I don't know all of the details. And in fact, Blake talked about this a little bit last night, but Dan was instrumental in starting up new programs and helping to run leagues and debate programs in high schools and in middle schools throughout the Bay Area. He ran tournaments, he tabbed tournaments. In fact, the return of the DVC tournament in 2019, I was pleasantly surprised when we got there to compete, and I went to the tab room with some question or other, because the folks who run tournaments know that I like to bother them about something. Dan was in there tabbing the tournament, and it was such a joy to see him there doing that work, because Dan was never afraid to learn a new skill if it meant that he could do something more to help out, if it meant that he could do something more to give back. So, he would jump in and learn how to run tab software so that he could tab tournaments, because we know how important that is to make tournaments go. If you don't have somebody to tab the tournament, you don't have a tournament. So Dan was happy to learn how to do that and to give back in that way. So whether he was teaching or coaching or tabbing or running a tournament or advocating for speech and debate at city council levels, or writing letters or writing grants to get funding and support for programs, Dan was always given back to this activity. And the thing that I learned a lot from Dan, your coaches learn a lot from you as students. For those of you who are watching, we take a lot away from coaching you. We learn a lot. It's what, one of the things that makes this such a wonderful job. For Dan, he tried policy debate. He tried parley debate when he was coaching, when he was starting programs, whatever form of debate that he could get folks interested in, that he could get students excited about. He believed that some was better than none. There was no format discrimination on Dan's part. And that's something that I try to remind myself of every day, that every student, whether it's your first tournament here or you've been doing this for years and years, every student's going to be on a different forensics journey, and we're all going to take something out of the fact that we debated, the fact that we got up and spoke and raised our voices to advocate for something, to perform, to put ourselves out there. And he believed strongly in trying to expand this activity to whoever could get there, to open up the access by building these programs out. So I just wanted to, I'm keeping it together. I wanted to take a moment tonight to just think about Dan and to remember Dan. We lost him far too soon. So often when we're talking about a colleague, when we're talking about a member of our forensics community that we lost, it's somebody who lived a long life and had a very full career in forensics. Dan was in his 30s. He was a young man. He has very young children that are left behind and a family that misses him dearly. And, I was looking forward to working with him for many years to come back to tournaments where he was tabbing and keeping track of the students that he was coaching and training. And that's a loss for us. That's a loss for those of us who knew him. And it's a loss for those of you who didn't get to know him. So I'm happy to be able to take this moment tonight to keep his memory alive for us. So I don't want to delay our award ceremony too much. We've got a lot to celebrate. You all had great accomplishments today. You all worked really hard. As you're up here accepting your awards, take a moment to think about Dan, whether you knew him or not, and the members of your team and your coaches who give so much to this activity and what it means to all of us. So thank you for your time.
And a plane's going by. Thank you so much, Jared. And obviously a huge thank you to Dan Leahy, not only for what he did for this community and for DVC, frankly, for what he did for me personally, both coming back to prepare me when I was a student here at DVC and giving me my first job ever working in debate. So hopefully no one will hold that against him. Hello, everyone. My name is Paul Villa, and I am the Director of Debate here at Diablo Valley College. Thank you so much for coming to our tournament, and it is now time to celebrate some of your immense successes. It's always so great to be able to have multiple divisions in debate, and we will be starting by reading the awards for Novice. Novice had only a few competitors in it, and so the rewards that I'm going to be reading are going to represent not only the actual placings of these individuals, but also their ranks as speakers, since we did not advance to an elimination round. So getting right into it and starting with Novice Lincoln Douglas in terms of the rankings. In third place from Crowder College, we have John Winnett. In second place from California State University, Sacramento, we have Stephanie Olivares. And in first place from California State University, Sacramento, we have Ariella Sotelo. So congratulations to all of the competitors, all of the speakers in Novice Lincoln Douglas debate, of course. And that brings us to the open division of Lincoln Douglas debate, where we will start with speaker awards. We will recognize the top 5 speakers in the open Lincoln Douglas division. In fifth place, from California State University, Sacramento, Jackie Blair. In fourth place, from the University of the Pacific, Angelica Stephanie Guzman. In third place, from the University of the Pacific, Joel Brown. Brings us to your top 2. In second place, from Diablo Valley College, Tristan Keene. And that brings us to your top overall speaker in open Lincoln Douglas debate here at the DVC thing. From Diablo Valley College, Brenna Syerson. Congratulations to all of the speakers. I'm sure we'll hear some of those names again in just a moment as we transition into the elimination results. We ended up advancing 4 debaters, which set up 2 semifinal rounds. So we will first off start with your semifinalists. Semifinalists from Diablo Valley College, Tristan Keene. And also semifinalist, also from Diablo Valley College, Brenna Syerson. That set up a final round in open Lincoln Douglas debate for all the marbles between from California State University, Sacramento, Aya Al-Jabari, and from the University of the Pacific, Joel Brown. In second place, from the University of the Pacific, it is Joel Brown. And that, of course, makes your tournament champion taking home first place here in open Lincoln Douglas debate at the DVC Thing 2021 from California State University, Sacramento, Aya Al-Jabari. Congratulations so much to everyone who competed in open Lincoln Douglas debate, especially those of you who are able to take it all the way. And with that, I will hand it over to Blake.
Awesome. Thanks so much, Paul. Let's go ahead and keep this award ceremony rolling with some of our speech awards. So I'm here to introduce all of our Pattern A events, and we will start off with Novice After Dinner Speaking, which was based on 3 prelim rounds. So in third place for Novice After Dinner Speaking from Contra Costa College, Anthony Ledesma. In second place for Novice After Dinner Speaking from California State University at Fullerton, Eileen Arteaga, which makes your tournament champion in Novice After Dinner Speaking from Las Positas College, Benny Mock. Congrats to all of our novice ADS competitors. Let's go through our open ADS results. In third place for Open After Dinner Speaking from Mount San Antonio College, Jaylene Garcia. In second place in Open ADS from Bradley University, Alex Fosberg, which makes your tournament champion in Open After Dinner Speaking from the California State University at Fullerton, Cameron Connor. Congratulations, everybody in After Dinner Speaking. Let's go ahead and move on to Novice Extemporaneous, which also is based on 3 prelim rounds. We'll do our top 3 in this event, starting with third place in Novice Extemp from Grand Canyon University, Rachel Hudson. In second place in Novice Extemp from Las Positas College, Benny Mock, which makes your tournament champion in Novice Extemp from the University of the Pacific, Danelli Santillan. And that brings us to Open Extemporaneous, where we had a true final of 6, and we'll read all 6 results. In 6th place from Mount San Antonio College, Edward Liu. In 5th place from Orange Coast College, Dalen Rose. In 4th place in Open Extemporaneous Speaking from the University of the Pacific, Tanaya Smith. In 3rd place for Open Extemp from the University of the Pacific, Arshita Sandaparthi. In 2nd place from Mount San Antonio College, Janelle Contreras, which makes your tournament champion in Open Extemporaneous Speaking. Joining us from the United States Air Force Academy, give it up for Lauren Blackwelder. Congrats to all of our extemporaneous finalists. We can now move on to Novice Informative, which had a true final round. So we'll read our top 6 competitors in Novice Info, starting with 6th place from Grand Canyon University, Leah Lamont. In 5th place from Solano Community College, Hannah Pepin. In 4th place from Saddleback College, Ismail Paracha. Which brings us to our top 3. In 3rd place from Mount San Antonio College, Jonathan Acosta. And our top 2 are from the same school, from Solano Community College. Your 2nd place speaker is Eric Crandell, which makes your tournament champion in Novice Informative Speaking from Solano Community College, James Baird. Give it up for all of our finalists in Novice Informative, including our champion, James Baird. We can move on to our results in Open Informative, which had a final round of 5. Starting with 5th place from Mount San Antonio College, Sahim Siddiqui. In 4th place from Orange Coast College, Nina Menzagapayan. In 3rd place from the University of the Pacific, Denelli Santalan. And taking 2nd place in Open Informative Speaking from Bradley University, David Day, which makes your tournament champion today in Open Informative Speaking from Mount San Antonio College. Give it up for Juliana Albert. Congratulations, all of our finalists in Open Informative. Now we can move on to Open Poetry. Sorry, we're going to do Novice Poetry first. We have 3 finalist results to read for Novice Poetry. In 3rd place, from the Georgia Institute of Technology, Lauren Paulson. In 2nd place, from Orange Coast College, Olivia Anderson, which makes your tournament champion in Novice Poetry, also from Orange Coast College. Give it up for Cindy Isabel. And now we'll come back to Open Poetry, where we have 4 speakers to announce. In 4th place, from the University of the Pacific, Emma Garber. In 3rd place, from San Jose State University, Maribel Ook. In 2nd place in Open Poetry, from Bradley University, Alex Fosberg, which makes your tournament champion today in Open Poetry from Santiago Community College, or Santiago Canyon College. Give it up for Guadalupe Guzman. And the last event that I'll be reading before I pass it over to Coach Hawkins to finish off Pattern B is prose. We will start with Novice Prose, where I have 6 results to read. In 6th place, from Orange Coast College, Derek Cora. In 5th place, in novice prose, from Solano Community College, Julian Lopez. In 4th place, in novice prose, from Diablo Valley College, Christopher Bevan. In 3rd place, from Mount San Antonio College, AJ Yabut. And in 2nd place, from Las Positas College, Mahima Tankstalker. Which makes your tournament champion in novice prose from Orange Coast College, Cindy Isabel. Congratulations, everyone in novice prose. Let's move on to open prose interpretation. We have 5 results here. In 5th place, from Mount San Antonio College, Miguel Gutierrez Tanwakio. In 4th place, from Orange Coast College, Natalie Duminian. In 3rd place, from Mount San Antonio College, Madison Olea. In 2nd place, from Santiago Canyon College, Jillian Palacios. Which makes your tournament champion today in open prose interpretation from Bradley University, Sarah Hasenfield. Thank you, everybody. That is our Pattern A speech event results. I'm going to pass it over to my co-director of forensics here, Robert Hawkins, to introduce all of our Pattern B results, and I will see you all at the end for Sweepstakes Awards.
All right, folks, we're going to jump into Pattern B, get this thing rolling. All right, so first event, open communication analysis. In 3rd place, from the University of the Pacific, Tanaya Smith. In 2nd place, from Ohlone College, Madison Wong. That makes your tournament champion from the University of the Pacific, Danelli Santalon. Great work. Moving on down to dramatic interpretation. Let's start with novice. In 5th place, from Orange Coast College, Derek Cora. In 4th place, from the Georgia Institute of Technology, Lauren Paulson. In 3rd place, from Diablo Valley College, Dylan Mueller. In 2nd place, from Mount San Antonio College, Eileen Tran. That makes your tournament champion from Saddleback College, Noemi Jorge. Congratulations, novice drama. Very sad. All right, that takes us to open drama. In 3rd place, from Diablo Valley College, Lindsay Barrows. In 2nd place, from Bradley University, Sarah Hasenfield. That makes your tournament champion from California State University, Fullerton, Cameron Connor. Woohoo, very sad. That takes us to open duo. In 3rd place, from the United States Air Force Academy, Eden Winga and Kylie Swartz. In 2nd place, also from the United States Air Force Academy, Colin Jarrett and Shane Lindsay. That makes your tournament champions from Orange Coast College, Danny Solorzano and Noella Pacheco. Congratulations, duo. That takes us to novice impromptu finals, and there were 6. In 6th place, from CSU Chico, Haley Woods. In 5th place, from Cal State University Fullerton, Roma Flores. In 4th place, from the University of the Pacific, Emma Garber. In 3rd place, from Saddleback College, Jonathan Armstrong. In second place, from Mount San Antonio College, AJ Yabu. That makes your tournament champion from Las Positas College in Livermore, California, Benny Mock. Congratulations, Novice Impromptu. Big event, good job. That takes us to the Open Impromptu Finals, also a big event. In fifth place, from Orange Coast College, Daylin Rose. In fourth place, from the United States Air Force Academy, Lauren Blackwelder. In third place, from the University of the Pacific, Tanaya Smith. In second place, from the University of Nevada, Reno, Hannah Branch. That makes your tournament champion in first place from Mount San Antonio College, Miguel Gutierrez Tanwaquillo. Congratulations, impromptu speakers. Let's move on to persuasive speaking. In novice, there were 6 finalists. In sixth place, from CSU Chico, Sophia Pavlik. In fifth place, from Cal State University Fullerton, Catherine Ford Melton. In fourth place, from Saddleback College, Kendall Steer. In third place, from Mount San Antonio College, Kimberly Cruz Alvarado. In second place, from Solano Community College, Eric Crandell. That makes your first place tournament champion from Las Positas College in Livermore, California, Mahima Tank Sulker. Congratulations, Novice Persuasive. That takes us to the Open Persuasive prelims. Finalists, Open Persuasive, let's get it. Okay, we're almost done, folks. Sixth place from the University of the Pacific, Janelle Barayuga. In fifth place, also from the University of the Pacific, Elizabeth Monteroso. In fourth place, from Orange Coast College, Noella Pacheco. In third place, from Mount San Antonio College, Janelle Contreras. In second place, from the United States Air Force Academy, Lauren Blackwelder. That makes your tournament champion in first place from Solano Community College, Aaliyah Carrasca. Congratulations. Very persuasive. That takes us to program oral interpretation. Let's start with novice. In sixth place, from San Francisco State University, Joey Hickling. In fifth place, from CSU Chico, Haley Woods. In fourth place, from Northeastern State University, Ashley Livingston. In third place, from San Francisco State University, Emma O'Leary. In second place, from Diablo Valley College, Isabella Hernandez. That makes your tournament champion from California State University, Fullerton, Victoria Jackson. And our last event in Pattern B, Open Program Oral Interpretation. And there were 5 finalists. In fifth place, from Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois, Sarah Hazenfield. In fourth place in Open Program Oral Interpretation, from Mount San Antonio College, Favor Onyeso. In third place, also from Mount San Antonio College, Alicia Del Rio. In second place, from Santiago Canyon College, Gillian Palacios. That makes your tournament champion, first place, from Bradley University in Peoria, Illinois, Mr. Joseph Cyrus. Congratulations to the Pattern B finalists. Let's move on to sweepstakes.
Thank you very much, Rob. I'll bring us home with sweepstakes. We're going to do individual sweepstakes first, and then we will do community college sweepstakes followed by university sweepstakes. So first, individual sweepstakes. This award is actually called the Kevin Tui Award, a former director of forensics at Diablo Valley College who unfortunately we also lost before his time. And so in Kevin Tui's memory, we have we honor his memory by naming our individual sweepstakes award at this tournament after him. So we'll give an individual sweepstakes award today and then a second one tomorrow. And this is for anyone competing in open level speech events. So to name our top 5 here, especially because we have a 3-way tie for 3rd place. So all 3 of the next 3 people I'm going to name actually got 3rd place and are all tied at 13 points. So first off, in 3rd/5th place from Bradley University, Sarah Hasenfield. In 3rd/4th place from Mount San Antonio College, Miguel Gutierrez Tanwakio. In 3rd place/3rd place from United States Air Force Academy, Lauren Blackwelder. And then our top 2 are also in a tie for 1st place, both with 16 points today. In 1st/2nd place with 16 points, Santiago Canyon College's Jillian Palacios. And tied with Jillian in 1st place for our individual sweepstakes award winner with 16 points from Bradley University, Alex Fosberg. Congratulations, both Alex and Jillian and all of our competitors in the individual sweepstakes category competing in open. Let me just transition over here to our open level or our team sweepstakes, and we will get that going. Okay, so first off, in community college division sweepstakes, we have 3 that we're going to announce, our top 3 here. In 3rd place, nope, I take all that back. We're going to do community college second. We're going to do university first because community colleges scored more than the universities today. So let's go ahead and walk it back. Start with our university final team sweeps. In 3rd place today in the university division with 16 points. Give it up for California State University at Fullerton. In 2nd place for university team sweeps with 21 points, give it up for the University of the Pacific. And your top university today with 39 points competing in speech events, give it up for Bradley University. And now to move on over to the community college results, since community colleges scored more today. Starting in 3rd place with 28 points, give it up for Las Positas College. And in 2nd place for community college sweepstakes with 32 points, Solano Community College, which makes your tournament champion today, scoring more than any team in community college or university divisions, none other than Mount San Antonio College with 71 points, a whopping 71 points, almost double the next closest team. Congratulations, Mount San Antonio College. And before we sign off here, folks, I just want to send a personal thank you to some of the programs that have attended here because our coaching staffs are alumni of your different universities. So a special thank you to San Joaquin Delta College for sending us Coach Andrew Morgan, as well as University of the Pacific for sending us Andrew Morgan and Paul Villa, who is also a DVC alum. We also want to thank DVC for sending us to San Castravi. Thanks San Francisco State University for making Coach Robert Hawkins everything he is today. And then I want to thank Orange Coast College and Bradley University, my alma mater, for attending today. That is the kind of community and family we were talking about up top, and the way that those programs, while right now you're a member of their team, if you stick around this community, they will continue to support you and be a part of your story forever. And so we want to send a special thank you to those programs for attending, but thank you everyone for joining us today. And if you missed our special guest from yesterday, go back and watch that award ceremony with a special welcome from Dougie Fresh that I think was wonderful. So make sure you catch that. We have another special guest for you tomorrow at awards. Hope you are joining us. Let me know tonight if you have any drops, or even if you want to add last minute, we can get you in there. We hope to see you all tomorrow. And if not, to see you on later throughout the season. And if not, then we'll see you next year. Thank you very much, everybody. Have a wonderful night. Get some rest, and we'll see you in the morning for the second half of our sweepstakes swing.